Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we doing? Ahem. Oh, how's everybody getting on? Weird Sunday stream, because I've been away for a bit. And I wanted to jump back into it. Was going to do this yesterday, but it was getting a bit late by the time I got myself organised after making videos and stuff. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's had a good couple of weeks. Mine's been a mixed bag, you may have gathered. Hope everybody's well. Evening, Tangy. Evening, Steve. I think somebody snuck off the top there. Hang on. Evening, Louise. How are we doing? Welcome on in. Evening, John. Sorry, I got up you there. Evening, Dewey. How are we all doing? Ancient. Yeah. I got 7 Up. Not to my usual MO, but my other half brought it home this afternoon, so there you go. Anyway, yeah, after my run down to London last week, I ended up spending more time there than planned because I made a major cock up on that, but we averted crisis there, so that was the main thing. Yeah, I ended up with flu, like about half the country at the minute from what I gather, and a bunch of my mates have had it as well, and some of my family and stuff as well, so I was done in for most of this week. Kind of kicked in on Sunday, or started kicking in properly on Sunday. And then over the course of, yeah, basically Sunday into Monday, it really roared up on me and I was kind of... well, mostly back in, on an even keel now. Throat's still a bit sore from it. And... I think partially due to stress and partially due to being ill, I've been clenching my teeth on that side when I was asleep, which is not good. The upshot of which is I have a really sore kind of face on that side at the moment. Still, take some ibuprofen, so they should kick out in a minute. Check out starch genes we discovered the other day. It's not preventing you from gaining extra mutations, but still prevents you from losing them. That's interesting. Don't think I have that on at the moment because I'm playing as a ghoul and I don't use Radaway at all, so there's no concern about losing them either. But that's interesting nonetheless. I don't think I can mutate either, except for using serums as a ghoul. I think that might be a thing, because otherwise I wouldn't mutate it. Would I? I don't. Yeah, I probably would have done, wouldn't I? I was going to have a quick gander and see if there's anything on the patch notes you've just reminded me that I desperately need to take a look at. There we go. Scroll. New legendary mods. Yeah. It's cool, but not terribly exciting for this particular moment. More fish. Dirty Laundry is the Abraxadine Intel. Closing there. Blah, blah, blah. Updates to the emote wheel. Interested in that. Camp. Perks. Ghoul-related perk cards updated in perks menu upon changing to a ghoul without needing to exit server. Fixed some issues. Blah, blah, blah. Give us a correct background. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. Nothing major on the perk changes or anything there that I need to check out. Cool. That's really what I wanted to be sure of. Right, let's see what happens when I try and play some Fallout 76, because I've not done that in a couple of weeks. Should be up to date and everything, but we'll see. Evening, Noel. How's it going? My pills are starting to kick in now. Yeah, so I basically spent most of this last week vegging on the sofa, just somewhere between trying not to die and praying for death. It's not been the worst bout flu I've ever had, but it's lasted a bit longer and it sucked. Ooh, here we go. That looks promising. Wish it's not the music, because I can't be bothered dealing with that right now. I did wonder if OBS was going to wake up then. Ooh, that's weirdly laggy. Really weirdly no, it's just really slow for some strange reason. Is it meant to be that slow? Just swap channels, have you? Fair enough, huh? Oh, wonderful. That's going to put pay to the whole damn plan if it's going to do that. Yeah. Let's make that go away and try again. Ay. Yeah, not the worst battle flu I've ever had. Didn't have too much of a fever or anything like that, but it lasted longer than usual. And the last sort of second half of it was really kind of hay fever-like. Lots of tingly nose and eyes watering and lots of sneezing, and it was very, very annoying. Let's try again, shall we? So, yeah, that was like maddeningly frustrating, actually. Oh, looks a bit more promising. I don't like this slow motion thing. I don't know if it's supposed to be slow motion like that, or if there's something just weird and laggy going on. I don't like that. That's jarring. Anyway, what's happening in the atomic shop? Because I've not had a look in ages. Aussie decorations bundle. What we got here? Festive title. Bleh. Santa's Helper repair bot. Not that bothered about repair bots, to be honest. It's that easy to repair stuff yourself anyway. They're like a novelty to me more than anything. Passive holiday tree, burning night, ornamental birds. That's kind of interesting. Not sure what that's supposed to be. Big iron stove. Yeah, what the hell is that supposed to be? Some kind of weird windmill generator thing. It's not listed down here. Yeah, I'm confused by that. Maybe there's a picture of it somewhere else. Oh, burning night. Okay. What's the weather machine? Okay. Everything's a bit laggy. Yeah, I gather. It's been a bit of a rough start to Burning Springs for the live. I'm reading it. Okay, fair enough. That's Burning Springs evening, isn't it? That's fair enough. Yeah. It's definitely been a rough start. Big iron. Ooh, what's this? Stove. I like that. Want that. Not bothered about most of the rest of this. Stateroom heater. Actually quite like that as well. Ornamental birds. Pretty, but not worth the money, I don't think. What's on the Northern Lights bundle? Nothing spectacularly exciting from my point of view. Nah. A bunch of Christmassy stuff. I don't know if I'm going to do a Christmas camp this year or not. I've done them a few years in the past, and every single time they come out shite. I'm never happy with the result. So I may just not, because, you know, it just kind of depresses me otherwise. But I'm going to buy that. I'm going to buy that. Yeah, that's probably everything I want right now. What over here? Razor Sharp bundle. Oh, that looks interesting. Helmet, emote, outfit, Deathclaw gauntlet, skin, presumably. That's a cool look. Little Caesar's Legion nod, but not too much. That's weird. I don't like that at all, actually. But that just kind of makes sense to be weird. Oh, is that a new emote? Yeah, okay. I have no idea what the deal with that is, but... camp slot bundle. Wait, hang on a minute. What's the deal with this? Gets you more camp slots. Looks like they are actually opening up some new camp slots, which I'm actually tempted by, because I'm kind of full up on mine. We'll see. Not buying the rad hog, though. Don't really want the pet. Although I do kind of like the hut. Yeah, I'm not down for that. Not bothered about that. Dragon Claw. Yeah. Some good stuff here on the greatest hits. Definitely some stuff I would like to have, actually. But I kind of want all of that. Not sure about the kit, actually. The building kit I'm not bothered about, but everything else I kind of like the look of. Cigarette machine, blood transfusion pump. What's the deal with that? That's kind of cool. I might grab that, actually. I'd like the room divider there, but if that's only in the bundle, that sucks, because it seems to be the case. But I'm not getting the bundle for it. Probably not, anyway. I mean, I like almost everything else in there, apart from... I'm not bothered about the cigarette machine. Yeah, mixed feelings on that. I'll think about it. The greenhouse set's worth having, though, if you haven't got it. Old season reward, technically. And I've got my... Oh, yeah, I've got the Poseidon Energy gas station. I should do something with that. Maybe that'll be one for a camp build later this week or next week. Deathlord bundle. Ooh, hello. Skull bottle. Okay, hang on. Cotton picking minute. Which is probably not a really PC thing to say when I think about where that phrase likely comes from. Most of the stuff here I'm not bothered about, but these I do want. So I might have to think about that. Wild living, what we got here? Wild cat? Well, I do like me a cat, but I've got a real one. I'll stick with that, thanks. There's better things to be spending. Yeah, I've got better things to spend. There's some good stuff in there, actually, but I've got better things to spend my atoms on. Not bothered about this lot. Pine Barrens kit's just a slightly grubbier version of the a log cabin bundle. Season 16 camp bundle, though, I think probably does have, yeah, the chessboard in it. So if you haven't got it, get it. There's the stuff you will want in there. It's worth getting it for that alone. Autopsy table, got that. Right, what we got down here then? Freebies. Free supply packet. Don't want the repair kit. Don't want any of the other stuff. No. Let's fall out first stuff at the moment. I think I've already got most of the stuff there. There's some bits that I actually wouldn't mind probably in this. What's that? No, don't care about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Definitely don't care about that. What we've got in here? Some not bad bits in there, but I've never picked it up for a reason. I don't think everybody wants the workbench and the mask on that. I don't want the rest of the bundle. Some good bits in here, though. It's a bit more worthwhile. Anyway, I'll do for now. What's on the Fallout First freebie stuff? Oh, free perk card pack. Fair enough, might as well. Right. Let's be having this, shall we? And male Witcher Warlock. Don't think that depends, doesn't it? Keep me entertained until the Fallout show. Yeah, cannot wait to be getting stuck into that. Won't be able to binge it till February, though, because they're doing weekly one episode a week, you know, old school TV style. So, I don't know. I get why Amazon would do that, because it makes people keep their subscription longer, but... I kind of wish they'd done it all at once. Because it means it's going to be like... maybe even January before I get to see something I haven't yet seen, because I've seen the first 2 episodes of the show. I could say I very much enjoyed it, and if you liked Season 1, you'll like Season 2, based on the first 2 episodes anyway. And if you're a New Vegas fan, which is most of you crazy fools, you're going to see a lot of things you are excited to see. You'll be probably spending a lot of time going, hey, you know that meme of Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the screen going, like that? Yeah, you'll be doing that a lot. Anyway. Pause, damn you. Oh, no, whatever. Right. It'll take a minute for me and the game to figure out what's going on. I will need some music, though, because I definitely don't have that at the moment. I haven't got the voices on either, apparently. Yeah, that's interesting. Right, rock and roll. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, yeah. You kind of slid off my screen there. Okay. As in the old school, or as in the weird remake? Right, so yeah, this was the last build I did, by the way. My sanctuary home in 76. Quite chuffed with how this came out. It's not quite the same, obviously, but then they're not all quite the same, are they? Gardening up front, smashed up the fence a little bit. I initially put the whole fence in, and I was like, actually, let's break it up a little bit. Took some out. Yeah. I do like this place. It's come out rather well. Couldn't make a decent ramp on the front that didn't look ridiculously steep or had gaps in it and stuff. And was it possible to sink things in under the ground? It was not worth the time and effort to do that with roofs. It's such a drag to do. Boarded the thing up and made it look like somebody's tried to make it livable again. Some stuff done. You can hardly see the bloody wrench I put on the floor, though. And off to a good start. So, yeah, we'll go inside and then we'll take a look at some challenges and stuff. Yes, my cat's been very interesting lately. She's kind of made life a bit easier for me and been less of a handful while I was ill, which was nice of her. And I do like that kitchen area. If I've ever had my camp attacked by Mr. Handy before. That's different. Yeah, cat's been very, very nice. She's normally very, very right up in my face to wake me up for breakfast in the her breakfast in the morning. But she kind of dialed it back a bit while I was feeling ill, which I was quite grateful for. Here's my brewing room. Here's me stuff clipping back through the floor. Bathroom. Crafting space. Bedroom. I'm particularly pleased with how the bed came out when I put some sleeping bags on top of it. Anyway, let's get some challenges on the go, shall we? For now. Choose some bubblegum. Mutated public event. Probably won't do that. Robot, Soltron. Soltron's actually going to be slightly annoying to do, I think. If I know where to find an Assaultron. I could terminal it and do that. Circuitry, I could do that. Got purified water. I don't really want to do that. Soap I can do. Teapot. Not going to do that. Cripple Protectron or a Robo-Brain's arm. Yeah, I could do that. Purified water. I can, I don't really want to. Wild plants and fungi. Again, can, don't really want to. There's a lot of stuff in here I kind of don't really want to do. Kill enemies in burning springs. Yeah, we'll probably do some of that. Are you kidding me? Fuck off. Take that shit out of here. It's not bad enough they put this fucking garbage in the game in the first place. They've got to shove it down your nose as well. Fuck right off with that. Take your cunting shite out of my game. And gain XP, that's fine. Alright. Okay, so I'm not going to bother with that. I'm not going to collect purified water. No, I'm probably not going to collect purified water, I don't think. I'm a workshop, I'm supposed to do that. I'm not going to worry too much about doing all of this. I'll do some Burning Springs as well tonight. And then, well, I'll do some more stuff probably tomorrow on my own time or something. Mutated public event, I'll leave that in there. Well, I'll leave that in there for now. No, I'm going to re-roll it. I've got enough premium ones. What's sugar bombs? Okay, maybe. That's a weird one. I want to turn the sounds off a minute. Okay, see the seasons page. Grab that. And now the next thing I want to do is do a score boost. I'll let you do this by tomorrow evening then. That's fine, I can do that. Blah, 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 blah. Right, so let's choose some bubblegum first. I don't know if I've got any in my inventory, but if I haven't, let's see and grab some. I do. Robots, including crippling their arms. Let's go and do that next, I think. Yeah, let's make sure I'm on the right loadout, and then we'll go shoot some dudes. Oh, some robot-y dudes, anyway. Yeah, I'm on the right loadout, cool. Easiest place to find robots, as always, Robco. Did I notice grass coming through the floor has been an issue since the update? It kind of happens on and off anyway, so it's not really a new thing. If it's happening more since the update, that would be annoying. But I hadn't really noticed it in that context, because this is the first time I've played since the update. The update happened on the 2nd, and I was in London, and all of that week I was busy as hell, and then since then I've had flu, so I haven't gone anywhere near anything, really. I played a little bit of Baldur's Gate 3 last night, and played a bit of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader as well. But aside from that... I really haven't done a great deal of gaming at all. Basically been vegging, because, you know, I've been feeling gross. Was it limb or... Oh, it's specifically an arm, okay. Because limb would be easier, could I aim for the legs, but that's what it is. Try and trim the plants. So he did kind of give that impression, didn't he? Hey, Debbie. Yeah, mostly better. There's a couple of bits of general crapness hanging around still, but on the whole, past the worst of it. Was I nervous about meeting Todd? A little bit, yeah. Actually, I managed to kind of overcome it by the fact that several other people around me were also too nervous to go out and meet him, and I was like, well, we're not having all of us regret not going up there and saying hello, so I made them get up and come with me. So I kind of hid my nervousness behind making sure everybody else didn't miss out as well. I think it's only fair, really, isn't it? But yes, I didn't get a great deal of time to talk to him because the poor fellow was didn't even get a minute to breathe, really. Not really surprising under the circumstances, but I got to say hello and so on and so forth. I definitely didn't go and talk to any of the the cast and stuff who were also hanging around. Walton Goggins was sat at the next table to me in the after party. Literally, the guy was less than 2 meters from me. But the table was occupied by some personal friends of his, I suppose you should say. People who are not connected to the show, but are there because they're friends with him. So we had a brief chat to them, and obviously he had a lot of more time chatting to them, which was quite cool. But yeah. Also, I knew Jonathan Nolan was a tall bloke. I didn't know how tall, though. And the answer to that is very fucking tall. He's got to be 6'5", probably, at least. Maybe 6'6". Everybody else in the room was like chin high on him, and his head was just bobbing across the entire crowd when he was moving through it. Like, that is a very tall man. Yeah. Lots of fun. But when I went to the first season premiere, 18 months ago, I didn't get to talk to Todd. He was there, but Amazon were keeping fairly tight hold of him, because, you know, they wanted him for marketing reasons and such. So he really didn't have a moment to himself in that regard. So this time round, kind of make sure we didn't have a repeat of that. Which is cool. Did I get to try any food and drinks? Well, there was a free bar at the after party. And talking expensive Soho hotel as well, so we were drinking expensive as shit cocktails on Amazon's dime, which was nice. Just to say, we got fairly sozzled. Which, you know, if Amazon are going to pay for a free bar, then it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it?
This is now a free fire zone.
My gun about to break. It is. No, that's not the right one. The bloody controls. X, okay. Right, how are we doing on this front? I feel like I haven't destroyed enough arms here, but apparently I have. And robots and stuff as well, from the look of it. Just need an assaultron. Okay, right, I think we're on... vaguely on track anyway. Need circuitry, don't I, somewhere. I'm going to find any of that here. Pampers. Free food and drink, and a cool event. So if you want to call that pampered, then yeah, but I had to pay for travel and accommodation myself this time. Bethesda did that last time, but times have changed and so on and so forth, so it is what it is. Can't complain. Turned out a whole bunch of us picked the same hotel to stay in because it was right next to the venue of the premiere, and it's cheap. So yeah, that works out quite well. Right, so Assaultron. God knows where I'm going to find an Assaultron that's not going to... Oh, I know where I'm going to find an Assaultron that's not going to be a pain in the butt. Right about here. It gave me the flu. Yeah, well, some point I was in a few crowded rooms over the course of that week, and plus train travel and stuff like that, so I picked it up at some point. Kind of knew I was going to at some point. In the UK, yes, Daisy, I am. So, yeah, I'm not terribly surprised that I got the flu, but... I mean, I thought I'd get at the very least a cold. I was kind of hoping I could get away with just that, but... You're a toughie, aren't you? Alright, circuitry. There's a few places to pick up circuitry. There is... Grove. Let's go Sugar Grove for a change. It's there, isn't it? Not that much of a change, but still. Eh. If you haven't seen it, by the way, I did do a little mini vlog thing on the trip to London and the premiere and everything. It's got pictures and videos and stuff like that. So you can have a gander at that. It's like sub 10 minutes. It's kind of a post vlog, I suppose you'd have to call it, because obviously voiceover recorded afterwards and no me talking to the camera while I was there, but I grabbed a bunch of footage, so you know, pictures and things. Amazon split us up for the well, the whole thing actually into groups of about 4, and then gave us a chaperone, member of their staff, to make sure we kind of got where we needed to be, didn't get lost, blah blah blah, because we did have to walk through a chunk of London for about well, 5 minutes between venues. And just to make sure we got to where we needed to be and things like that on time. And the lady who was looking after us was taking a heck of a lot of photos for us. It's like, right, you want a photo in this place? Give me your phone, I'll take like 50 pictures for you. I was like, boom, camera roll expanded. Okay. At least one of them I might not look horrific in. Some of them I really did, because of course I did. Frickin' fashion model I ain't.
Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed.
It was good fun. It's funny, they insist on, or they tell you ahead of time that there's a dress code for these things, but it's way more flexible than it implies. I think next time I will play a little faster and looser with the definition, because it's fine wearing a suit jacket and all, but it really does feel like I'm in disguise or some kind of weird costume going on here. But it's not very me, is it?
Engaging hostile.
Thank you. You're quite stimulating yourself. I seem to remember there being more... Ooh, plan for long johns, weird. That I didn't actually know. Yeah, I seem to remember there being more telephones down here than I'm currently finding. Well, there's another one. There's another one. Okay, they're just hiding around the corners of things. That's, there then. Might be a couple more in here too, actually. Somewhere. Where are you? Nope. No telephone? Oh wait, there is a telephone, yeah. You I remembered one in here. Right. Nice. This gun is kind of ridiculously effective. Elder's Mark. How have I got it set up? 'Cause I think I changed the legendary effects on it. Anti-armor, faster fire rate, reload speed, armor penetration. Well, armor penetration is just from the receiver, isn't it? But yeah, it's no wonder it's absolutely shredding, really, is it? And damage buff from the fact it's a cursed weapon as well, so... Yeah, more time to move out. Yeah, I know the feeling on that front, or at least the more time part. Amazes me how much some people are able to do with limited time, really, sometimes. Ooh. You got some... This happens in West as well sometimes. Missing textures. Right. Hacker terminal. Where would be a good place to find sugar bombs? Anybody know? I'll plant the fungi. Easy terminal. Well, I know where I usually go for terminals. Is there a terminal in here? There must be a terminal in here. There is downstairs, isn't there? I think there is. I just don't remember where it is.
Like this is my lucky day.
You got a funny definition of lucky day, buddy. Unless that was supposed to be sucky day, in which case, as you were. Musttown. I'll go to my usual spot, I think, for this. Interesting. Yeah. I assume you don't need to see me blow my nose. The other day, my other half came back with a multi-pack of, like, pocket-sized packs of tissues. You know, the little ones. I'll show you in a second. And yesterday, the cat was trying to get my attention and decided to do it by removing individual packets of tissues from the multi-pack. It was a fit of skill I wasn't expecting from her. Him. That done. Yeah. These kind of multi-packs of tissues, you know? I should pull a couple of those out of the bag without out of the multi-pack whilst trying to make me feed her early. She was a bit confused as to the time, I think. I'd gotten up early and stuff. She might have been this morning thinking about it. Apparently she's not the only one who's confused as to the time. Not terribly surprising, if I'm honest. Hey, how dare. Ooh, where are you? Don't come here very often, I don't know where it is. There's a bath. Rude. There's a workbench somewhere not far away. No. I want the concrete, not the workbench. Well, fuck you very much then. Oh well. That's between Mosstown and Fish Say. Ah! I know what you mean. Over here. Here's things we need. Little ramps like this made out of shit. And, the crates and these boxes and pallets and things like that. And also the ability to sink things into the ground. Please and thank you, Bethesda. They know we have discussed this with them. All it's going to take them to actually do it, though, is anybody's guess. Ah, that looks like a bath. No sugar bombs in there. There's the cement, I don't mind. So, is there another bath somewhere, or is there just nothing in this bath this time? So, now, there. Bugger off. I don't want to pick a fight with you. You're not very interesting. Through here and find somewhere I can hide and we fast travel out from. Did I read the director's letter on the website? The one from John Rush and Bill Cost? I did not, I have to admit. I kind of skimmed the start of it and was like, this is probably not going to be very interesting, and skipped it. Did I miss something? Barn doors in green. Not sure if that's spelling wrong or me just not being able to read it though. Farmstead open once twilight has drawn nigh. Spells out Bigfoot, new boss incoming. Could they be adding Bigfoot as a cryptid though? Yes, they absolutely could be doing that. That's an interesting thought. I wouldn't put it past them. What I still am surprised at, and moderately annoyed at, is that with everything else going on, we have no idea what's happening in 76 in 2026. Like, at all. Other than the fact that there's going to be another raid coming, which is a step in the wrong direction if ever there was one. But apart from that, they've told us absolutely nothing. Unless there was something in that letter that I couldn't really be fast to read. It's not just... it's a few reasons I didn't read it, really. Style just kind of was like, really. I can normally understand a business like being sucking up to its customers, I suppose, a little bit. But to be honest with you, those kind of things just generally grind my gears a bit the wrong way. So, yeah, I tend to be just like this kind of... Much as I try and avoid describing anything as being cringy, that's often how this sort of thing comes off to me, so... Those kind of letters and stuff. So I tend to kind of be pushed away by that sensation. Well... I'll go back and read it. Wrong button. Winner. Bundles to Twilight. Yeah. Yeah, I got that much, Daisy. Flatwoods Church, that's a good shout. I've definitely seen them there before. Now, where's Flatwoods? There it is. Am I on a private world? I am, yes. I am indeed. God, these staircases are fucking annoying. You're up there. There we go, box of sugar bombs. Wonderful. Soap. You know, at this point, it's probably going to be quicker. Wait. Probably quicker to run over there myself. Or just as easy. Yeah, didn't have any luck in Moscow. It's all good. We're fine. Got the one I needed. Oh, it's getting dark actually, isn't it? So let's try a thing that I wanted to experiment with. Do we think it's easier to see what's happening now? In black and white. So I was wondering whether or not these TV goggles from the last season, now that we've got darker nights in the game, might effectively serve as a night vision goggle substitute. I think it does actually clear it up a little bit in some ways. I might try that a bit more. Excuse me interrupting your bath there, my friend. Let's head back to Le Camp. I remember that camp. Wasn't one of my best, to be honest. Concept wasn't bad, but results are a bit iffy. It's a ghost. Oh yeah, in other video gaming news, don't know if you happen to see that just this evening, Saber Interactive have hinted that they might be, aside from the ongoing work on remaking Knights of the Old Republic, they are planning eventually to also remake Knights of the Old Republic 2. It's not terribly surprising under the circumstances, but still cool to hear. Just in case. Alright. Anyway, how's my armour look? We could use some repairs, couldn't it? That way. Right side, wrong room. Fate of the Old Republic is different. Fate of the Old Republic would effectively be Knights of the Old Republic 3, kind of, sort of. But yes, I'm very much keen to see what's going on with that. When the opportunity presents itself. This is something on top of that that has just been announced or leaked somewhere between those 2 points anyway. Not quite announced, not quite leaked. Today. Oh, that's good. Mickey. Still not as responsive as I'd like it to be. Right, how's my carry weight look? Not spectacular. I'm just going to flog some crap. I noticed build extra furnishings in workshops and camps. Challenges reset to 0. I had not noticed, but I just don't look at that stuff anyway. Unless it means it's going to... On the other hand, does it mean I might have a chance to get extra free atoms? Which, you know... that'd be on the character, wouldn't it? Survival? It has, yeah. Another opportunity to make some free items. Not that 80 items goes very far, but you know.
Requisitions now available.
I'm not wearing the hat because I changed my glasses, aren't I?
Up now while supplies are available. Welcome, citizen. I am authorized to trade supplies.
Cool. The drink purified water's on there. I don't worry about that right now. Collect a teapot, kill mutated enemies, not gonna worry about that. Burning springs, blood eagles. What are we doing for time? Let's grab some teapots. It's a meat-based meal. That's annoying. Teapots. I usually go here for a couple of them, but I need 5, so I'm going to need more than that, aren't I? Let's go and do that. Get most of the stuff done ready. The stuff that I can do quickly, I'm just going to knock off, and all the rest of it I'll do on my own time probably tomorrow. It's alright, Wayne. Will I be playing Star Wars? Yes, in short. If they do a KOTOR remake, I'll be playing that. If they do... well, the new promised, rumoured, hinted, whatever you want to call it. Well, yeah, Fate of the Old Republic, I will probably play, unless it's something between now and then makes it look terrible. Which I don't imagine will happen. Yeah, I'll check that out. I still need to play Jedi Survivor at some point. I have it now, but I have not played it yet. So we'll see whether or not I can fit that into rotation. I'd like to, but finding a gap is the hard part there.
My goodness, our guests do choose the most.
And there's something else in the back of my mind that's getting away from me right now as well.
Very innovative indeed.
If you're slighting my clothing, Sweetwater, I would encourage you to rethink your strategy. There you are. Where the hell else do I normally go? feel like the White Springs might be one of them. Helvetia has some teapots around. Yeah. Try that if I don't have any luck where I'm going now. You took over workshops and placed 960 balloons in each workshop until the task was done. Yeah, I think that'll be some interesting pictures for sure, Steve. What have they messed up? Bolton Greens. Sure, I normally find some over here. But by sure, I mean I may be completely misremembering that. Let's stick those glasses back on and see if it makes this any easier once the snow dies down. Actually is somewhat easier in some ways to see. There's one. Elvis has left the building. Right, where are you? Come on. Feels at least one more bloody teapot around here somewhere. Stop moving. Where did you go, Leo? It's a ceramic, but not teapots specifically. We say Helvetia and Bolton Greens. Helvetia's nearer. Where in Helvetia might there be any? Bolton Greens, it's a bit more compact. What am I doing on the toxic goo front? I should make a little run to West Tech and grab some toxic goo while I'm at it as well, shouldn't I? And then we'll take a little jaunt over into Burning Springs when the sun comes up. I'm going to wait until daytime to do that, though. Must double check what events are coming up in Fallout this month, because I do seem to recall there's a whole bunch of seasonal events and mini weekend events and things coming up. Stop knocking me bloody aim off, you little bastard. Having been playing other games for a while, the lack of responsiveness to 76's UI is extremely annoying at times. Not having played so much 76 lately. It just doesn't respond to input as reliably or as quickly as I would like. And it just gets a bit annoying. Get in there, Lisa, you alright? Here's these mysterious teapots. I'm gonna be able to see any better without. Let's see. Actually, yeah, right now. Yeah. Some up here. Really? Oh, bugger off. Carry weight. Who gives a crap about carry weight? Yeah. Too old for this shit. Ooh, wait, did I see something there or did I imagine it? Apparently I imagined it. Way outside, there might be something out there. No dice. I have to get a Helvetia. Fish in there, you know. Ain't alright. Be a weird place to be able to fish, but you can. My best piece of shooting that, really. Is it? Oh yeah, of course. No, you're right there, aren't you, Steve? Past the winding path, yeah. I usually go there, but I shut out its existence out of my memory. Because I used to go there for the event that takes place there, and so many times it was crammed full of cheaters, and I just bloody hated the experience to the point where the place is just forever tainted now. Weird the things that trigger in your brain sometimes, eh? Just harvesting that wood and everything, come over here, harvest more wood, and then that triggered the memory that there's usually teapots inside the honey house. There we go. Right. Workshops, blood eagles, enemies and bone, meditation, right, okay, that'll do. Actually, you know what? Change plans, let's go down here. Nice. Did I watch the Game Awards? I didn't watch the Game Awards, no. I've read some roundups on it and seen a bunch of trailers and stuff since. But I didn't actually watch the show. I have a couple of thoughts and feelings about it, to be honest. It's funny because I've seen some people going, oh, they've done a better job of making it feel like an award show this year. And meanwhile, I'm there going, yeah, a rigged one. Don't get me wrong, Clair Obscur is absolutely amazing, but the reason it won so many awards is not just because it's amazing, partly because of that, but it's also because Clair Obscur winning record numbers of awards generates record numbers of column inches for the Game Awards, which means they can charge more next year to people who want to show their trailers at next year's Game Awards, which is the same reason that some of the other awards weren't as closely contested as they should have been. Right. There were some winners there that were deserving, don't get me wrong, absolutely deserving, but they were never going to lose because their win was more valuable to the Game Awards than anybody else's would have been in terms of the amount of money they can command next year round because of the media attention it'll bring. So, yeah. Whilst I don't think... Well, Clair Obscur shouldn't have been winning in indie categories. It just shouldn't have been in them at all. But other than that, I think everything was pretty much deserved. But, yeah, at the same time, it wasn't won because it was deserved. It was won because it was more valuable to the Game Awards. The fact that it was also deserved is more of a coincidence than a by design factor, in my view. Did a really good job of clapping themselves on the back. Well, the Game Awards in general, they usually do that. Did they dial down how often they use the phrase world premiere yet? Because that fucking got to be beyond a joke, really. Last summer they dialed it back quite a lot with the Summer Games show, which is good because it bloody needed doing.
Now trading for supplies, ammunition, and gear.
Right, there's some stuff to stash there, isn't there? Go away. Go away. Yeah, a couple of bits to stash, and then we'll head off to Burning Springs. Yeah, stash boxes, that's what I need mostly, isn't it? Stash boxes and also aid storage. Can go in there as well. Interesting, didn't know I could store that in there. Cool. Right. Should be fine. Let's be off then, shall we? Burning Springs awaits. Oh yeah, I need to listen to that. I need to listen to the radio broadcast, don't I? We got everybody? Good, we have. Right. Now, radio. Radio. I can't forget the tabs there, because I just don't use it.
Is this thing even on? I need help. Please, anyone, if you're hearing this, I'm stuck in some kind of lookout tower just past that new bridge going into Ohio. I was trying to help my papa, but I was tailed and I had to hide. They haven't found me yet, but I'm so frightened and I don't know what to do. Please, God, be kind and let someone hear this.
Right, so lady trapped in it doesn't repeat, which is interesting. In a lookout tower just across the bridge. And it's been all decorated up and stuff. Have my hat on? I have got my hat on. Good. Come on. That's annoying. Half the time it doesn't want to switch between viewpoints. Like just pressing it should immediately snap between them, but it doesn't. Again, it's just not responsive in the way it should be. Not sure what to make of the changes to the lighting on the Appalachia side at the moment. It's hard enough to see stuff as it is most of the time. It's just even harder right now. Yeah. Let's be off then. No sound. So hard time getting that to trigger there. Brothers and sisters, with the repairing of the bridge complete, time has come for us to begin our expansion to the west. We're moving to unknown in order to expand our sacred lands, but with the Winged One watching over us, we shall prevail. If any of us shall fall, find comfort in knowing that the wise and holy Mothman shall shepherd them to the divine light. And yet we don't see any cultists on the other side of the bridge at all.
You cannot escape the divine light.
Do you mean the arena battles, Steve? 'Cause, yeah, I didn't feel like those landed right, to be honest. The vibes were not all that. Yeah. Can't take a decent picture because the bloody camera is so tightly shackled to my arse that I can't get any range on it. Is that a decent picture? No, not really. Here we go then. State line. Search for the source of the radio broadcast. Yeah. They didn't manage to make that element of it seem particularly exciting. Curious to see how the story will develop over time. Well, there's some cultists. I think this is as far as they got before, presumably, the raiders just tossed them back. Which I guess is the what it's supposed to be. Pete, I know I said I was going to rob these idiots and bail, but they're working on something that's caught my eye. There's some old fellow in charge here calls himself Father Lucas. Interesting. Delusional nut. People listen to him, and he's got a posse building a bridge connecting west. He said he's been chosen and that we have to spread the gospel and expand the empire of the Mothman. Crazy old crank, isn't he? Anyway, enough about that. You should come here and help with the bridge. We'll do the work, take what we can, and then get the hell out of Dodge together. There's Neil Life waiting for us in Hawaii. In Ohio, come find me, won't you, Sawyer? See, so the crazy cultists wanted to build the bridge. These guys wanted to take advantage of it. Everybody got fucked together. Now we see the beginning of the dust. Considering this whole thing's like the area was screwed over and absolutely is in the state it is because of the abraxadine chemical plant. The abraxadine chemical plant, as far as I can recall, isn't actually here. Like they haven't included it in the game, which is a bit odd. You know? Like the abraxadine chemical doesn't exist as a location on the map, and you'd think, given it's fundamental to the lore of the new region, it would be there somewhere. I guess they're going to add it in a subsequent update, because the story is going to continue to develop over time, but... Interesting. Weird side effects going on there. Whole area south of the Rust Kingdom. Yeah, this whole area. There's like most of this area here isn't. Most of this area here isn't, and this whole area up here isn't either. North of that, or from this sort of pond here upwards. They have said that they will be expanding it though, so I've got plans for adding more to the area. Burning Springs! 10 points if you get the reference. Now, being able to build stuff that looks more like that would be freaking awesome. Because, like, that little structure is fucking cool. IMO. Ooh, you affect me. How very dare. It's definitely been turned up since I came through here on the PTS then. Jesus. What? It bounced off a non-existent obstacle there, because the collision box was too large. Get you eventually, fucking hell. There's a bloody bullet sponge as well. Right. Now then, where are the buttholes? I mean raiders. Most of them aren't quite so tough. Let's loot in a minute. Head up here, do a little loop around. Stay put, you little fecker. Good shot from the back. Oh, I am here. Okay, fair enough. Figure out where the hell those shots were going. Are you hiding in the ground there? Welcome to Ohio. Didn't really get to look at this view when we came through on PTS, so that's kind of fun.
Do I hear some prey?
Spend a bit more time looking around.
I heard something.
He's done a good job designing this location. Frames could be a tiny bit more stable, but not going to be too mean on that point.
Some prey.
No, you heard the hunter. Wonderful. Everybody's dead. Right, let's press that one. We'll have a little shufty out the back gate here and see what we can see from the top of the hill. Not much, but hey, that's fine. There's a corpse missing around here somewhere. Not that bothered really, but you know. Rust Kingdom could be. That's an interesting thought, actually, Andrew. Yeah. That was a while ago. Bit of Andromeda and into 76. Yeah, that was a while back. I do appreciate. Power armor raiders are tanks, but raids and ghouls are about normal. Fair enough. Yeah, that does kind of track, really, doesn't it? It's such a cool structure. Like, if we could have a bus that we could sink into the ground a little bit and things like that and make a decent sort of prefab out of. A couple of different destroyed versions of the bus, one that's chopped off like this, one that's more intact, things like that. That would be great, Bethesda, but we want a level floor in it. Like, actually dead level. So that stuff's not floating all the time. It's quite cool, really. Case in the car near the billboard. This billboard? Good shout. Locked briefcase with a large Abraxadine chemical logo on it. The label on the back reads, "If found, return to Abraxadine Chemical Regulatory Compliance Office, Athens, Ohio." Athens, that away. Definitely got a dusty Wild West vibe to it. Death claws that just stood there. Fun times. She got a flashback to Fallout 3 death claws, Steve. Nice. I didn't get that vibe on the PTS, but we'll see what happens. Anything else up here before I go and get bonked on the head? No. It's making me want to watch a western, actually, this. I don't know what, though. Find a decent one that I haven't seen. I've got a reasonably comfy setup here, to be honest.
Stay away from me. Papa can't die all alone.
In the end, honey, we all do.
How the hell did you get in? Stay away from me.
Calm down. I know it looks scary, but I'm here to help. Not the kind of screeching I've ever had. You're not much to look at either. Not the kindest greeting I've ever had.
Huh? You're not a monster? I'm so sorry. Mama was right. Never judge a book by its cover.
What would I like to see added to 76? Ooh,
What are you doing here?
good question. Kind of one I struggle to answer at the moment. I'm enjoying the new area. More interesting quests, new styles of repeatable content, which the bounty hunting is, so there's that. Continued upgrades to the building system is the thing that I want the most. Being able to sink things into the ground properly, things like that. Half-size walls or quarter-size walls and things like that. Plywood and pallets and things like that to build properly junky stuff out of. Stuff that Bethesda can use that we can't in 76 at the moment. Picked up your radio signal. Obviously I heard your signal. Why else would I come here? I heard your signal. I picked up your radio signal on Pip-Boy.
The radio? Really? I thought I'd set it up all wrong. I'm glad it worked, and that you were kind enough to help a stranger. Just one little thing, and please, spare me the gory details.
She's got a very southern
But
accent.
how'd you get past those thugs? They looked real strong and ever so scary.
I don't think of many people from Ohio, but the handful of people that I can think of that are from the Ohio region definitely don't have that accent. That's more Louisiana direction, really, isn't it? Clean the raiders out was easy. They were tough, but they're dead now. They ran when they saw me, but I killed them all. Mwah. They're tough, but they're dead now.
You killed them?
And teabagged their
On the good
corpse.
side, thank you for the help. Means
I
more
didn't
than you
beat
could
her.
ever know. Well, now you're here. Will you stay and chat with me? I'd hate to see my courageous hero go so soon. Not without some form of payment.
Search bar in the camp menu. That's something that has been discussed and they are sort of vaguely aware of, although it involves substantially more work than you'd think to set up, apparently. The thing that troubles me about the idea behind using a search bar is you need to... how close to the name of the item you're looking for do you have to get? So if you have to get it exactly accurate, spelling, right name combination, everything, it'd be bloody useless because they name stuff such weird shit that nobody's ever going to remember it. So they'd need alternate tags that you could put in that attach to each individual item so you can get into the right general description and area and it'll find it anyway, which, I don't know. I suspect the need for that would be the thing that holds them off from putting a search menu in, the search option in. But I would like it if they had a good one. Death Claws versus Nagura, yeah, that's quite fun. Nagura one against with wild dogs in there as well. I'm not surprised actually. The toughness and scale and health and everything of some of the big cryptids. Deathclaw really should be on a par with some of the big cryptids in terms of its toughness. I think it's supposed to be that kind of level of intimidation. Guard, I can help. I'll be going. No need for payment. I have some questions. Pay me with information. Do I look like a hero? You're making me blush. I'll take gaps. That's tempting, but I'm a ghoul, so, you know, I feel like you'd be worried about things falling off if you pursue that particular line of thought. And you were a ghoul. But maybe not. I do have questions.
Of course. Anything I can do to help my savior.
Why are you on the way out here?
I was trying to find medicine for my poor old mama. Rust poisoning.
She's not very convincing, is she?
She doesn't have long left. Bless her heart.
Oh, I used to pop her on the radio.
Oh, I'm sorry. Slip of the tongue. I'm a real airhead sometimes, and it's been such a strange day.
Something isn't right. I'm out of here.
God damn my running mouth. Really thought I had you fooled. Who cares? I've kept you busy long enough.
Oh, accent just dialed back a little bit.
See you later, sweet thing. If you're lucky.
Found the freezer stash boxes in the appliance menu. Not in the storage menu. Yeah, there are some weird choices. Like I say, the finding displays under storage options is the one that springs to mind to me, because that's just odd.
Hell for doing this to me.
What did we do to get stuck in here?
Yeah, still got all my stuff. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but anyway.
Shouldn't you be the animal pen? Disgusting mutant.
I'll choose to ignore that. Not here to fight you. What's your problem with ghouls? Don't appreciate it. Calm down or we'll have a problem. I don't appreciate your tone.
You seem awful smart. Maybe you ain't one of those usual feral freaks. It don't matter.
Hell,
I can't trust you.
wake up.
Keep the hell away from me or I'll kill you. Got nothing to lose anyway.
Fine. Fuck you then.
Well, skin off my nose. Ugly freak.
Didn't get that response last time because I went and talked to Silas first. Eugene first,
We
rather.
both had a rough day. I'll
You
pretend
be a
I'm
bit
not
politer?
offended that you didn't speak to me first.
Should have spoken to you first. Other guy's useless. Nothing personal. Other guy's shaking them. He looked more interesting than you. Other guy's useless.
His name is Silas. I tried speaking to him before you came around, but I didn't have much luck. He's a nasty one, isn't he? Anyway, enough about him. There's more important matters at hand. How'd you end up in here?
Tell me about yourself.
My name's Eugene. I was making a camp for the night, and someone knocked me out, and I woke up in this horrible place. I can't remember much more than that. Anyway, what's your story?
There was a woman, she set a trap for me. Some damn witch kidnapped me. She better hope I don't see her again. Had a lady's distress signal, thought she needed help. As a woman, she set a trap for me.
She must be the one they call Ava. She's a skilled
She's the
conjurer,
King too
from what I
strong.
heard. Lures you
Yeah,
in like
that'd be
a
interesting.
honeypot, then lets the other cronies do the heavy lifting. Seems like you threw a wrench in the works by taking out her men.
I thought I could trust her. What did she want with us? When I escaped, she better watch her back. What did she want with us?
It's not her you've got to worry about. It's the big guy she's working for. I saw him while you were sleeping, and he did not look friendly.
What do you think he wants? What does he look like? Doesn't matter who he is, I'll kill him for doing this to me. Did God say anything about him? What does he look like?
He isn't human, I'll tell you that. He's a hulking green brute. And he wears an iron crown. I've never seen anything like him before.
God say anything about him?
Not much, but they talk about him as if he's different, special somehow. He might be smarter than we expect. We should keep our wits about us.
What do you think he wants?
I'm not sure. I was hoping you'd know something. Maybe we were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Or maybe they mistook us for someone else. Whatever the reason, we should make a plan to get the hell out of here.
Items missing from the camp menu again. Fun times. Well, see, it's latter part of January, maybe early February at the latest. I would expect to see the next patch, as they normally do one about halfway through, don't they? So, yeah, hopefully that'll get sorted. Need to talk to them, cover each other's backs if anything goes wrong. We need to fight our way out. Why are you helping? Why are you helping me?
Because any smart person knows when they're outnumbered. If you want to figure this out by yourself, then I'm not going to stop you. But we're stronger together.
Let's talk to them, cover each other's backs if anything goes wrong.
As much as I don't like it, that might be the only option we have. Thanks for the trust. You won't regret it. Wait. The guard said something about you being from a vault. Maybe we could...
What? Looky.
Better hope luck is on your side today.
No, I want to see some blood and guts. There hasn't been a good fight in weeks.
They gotta look pretty ugly.
Move it, prisoner.
You're supposed to be a
Don't wanna
ghoul?
keep the king waiting, do
Or
you?
is he just a crackhead? Can't quite tell. It's the right way? No, he's over there, isn't he?
You? You the one I've heard so much about.
Yeah, betcha.
Another mutant. What a small thing you are. Still, you were stronger than my
Interesting
soldiers.
cod piece he's got going on there. You set the trap for me and the blood's on your hands. I only kill those men because I thought Ava was in danger. Sorry for killing you men. Let me go and you won't see me again. Don't get in my way, you'll end up just like them. You set the trap for me, then their blood is on your hands.
You're right. You're smart. Much smarter than those
Ahem.
fools who died by your hand.
It's not much of a compliment, really, is it? What is this place?
So much talk. You are not worthy of asking questions.
Answer my questions, or I'll shoot you in the dick. Who are you?
Most of my followers call me king.
Although he's a super mutant, so he probably doesn't have a dick, does he?
Until I rip their tongues out.
Yeah, I mean, the new menu is, in some ways, way better, but finding stuff is still a pain in the arse at times. You think highly of yourself. I think of a few other names for you. I bow before you. I don't think so. You think highly of yourself.
Why shouldn't I? I take what I want whenever I want it, and I crush those who would oppose me. The weak hide what they are. The strong have no need.
Cut to the chase. Why am I here?
You're here to fight in my arena. My soldiers thought you were an impressive creature. I planned to see how long you could last against my beasts. But then, I heard that you were scheming in your cell. Which man did you recruit as your ally?
So I'm not enjoying 76 as much before? No, to be honest, I'm not really, Daisy. After, what, 7 years or something of fairly continuous play, it is hard to say engage, especially as the end game loop is just the same stuff over and over and over, day after day, for the most part. And the stuff that I haven't done, I don't really have a great deal of interest in doing anyway, so there is that. I'm down for the new area and new content. I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that. But, yeah, after 7 years of solid playing of the game, it's not as exciting as it once was. And most of the new stuff they put in, Burning Springs is actually a really good addition. I enjoy a lot of what's in here. I already did on the PTS, so I assume I will on the live service. But, yeah, the stuff they're adding doesn't manage to get me excited for the most part. This is more interesting than stuff I've seen in a long time. And yeah, the day-to-day is kind of boring really these days. It's one of the reasons for the camp revamp update, I don't think I really streamed it much at all. In fact, I don't think I did stream anything at all. I got to sort of like halfway through the fishing update and I was like, right, I'm done on that scoreboard and I'm bored, so I stopped. And then with the next one, I just played it on my own time for the scoreboard and just didn't bother streaming it because it's the same bloody thing, a handful of challenges and then you're done. It's the same repetitive process every bloody time and I'm just kind of sick of doing it. So, yeah, I'm kind of where I'm at. With the new content, we'll go through a bunch of that, we'll stream a bunch of that for a while, and then once it gets to the point where it starts feeling repetitive again, I'll probably kick it into touch, do it as rapidly as I can on my own time, as I did last time, and stream other stuff instead. On the other hand, it opens up a bit more room to stream Fallout 4, which I've been enjoying jumping back into, so we'll be getting back into that soon, sometime this week. I haven't decided yet. Got to finish off The Last Caretaker as well, so I'll probably do that first and then Fallout for the end of the week, I think, and probably more of this on Wednesday. That's going to be my plan. Didn't recruit either of them as an ally. Not really.
You think you're a lone wolf? Huh. I've never seen such arrogance from someone so small. Let's see how far you are willing to go for your freedom. Kill Silas.
Eye is itchy.
And I will consider letting you live.
Consider? You're not going to get a say in the matter. Not playing. Don't want any part of your games. Not going to kill him. I'll kill him. Prove myself to you. Why would I waste my energy on such mediocrity? You kill him. Why do you want him dead? You're not strong for playing on the weak. Leave him alone. You're not strong for playing on the weak. It's one of these two. You're not strong for preying on the weak.
Will you keep that courage as you bleed together, hero?
This is an entirely pointless endeavour, but... Still don't know what this blue glow is. better. Ooh, that's not good. Got him. That's Silas dead? Yeah, it is. Who cares? Oof. Have I played The Outer Worlds 2? Yes, I did. I streamed a chunk of it, till I got bored shitless of it, to be honest. Yeah, I was disappointed. Both Outer Worlds games were not that great, in my view. They're just kind of boring, really. Enough that I've already kind of... It's been a couple of weeks, but I've already kind of forgotten exactly why I was getting sick of it. But, yeah, it just didn't hold my attention very much. The first Outer Worlds started interesting and funny and cool, and then ended pretty well as well, but the 75% in the middle or so was dull as hell, with a couple of exceptions. With the Outer Worlds 2, it basically has the same problem. It's just not very engaging and interesting. All of its efforts to be kind of... The jokes fell flat. The whole... this is capitalism taken to its most extreme, absurd levels thing lacked any kind of bite to it. It just didn't... It wasn't very interesting. The gameplay was not particularly new or interesting, and there's supposed to be loads of really cool weapons in the game, but I didn't see any. And I got to like the second or third major area, and didn't see anything that was particularly interesting in terms of weapons and gear. Maybe they were just around the corner. Most of the companions I met weren't very interesting either. Yeah, I really wasn't impressed with it. It was kind of crap, really. It's a bit of a pity. Avowed I enjoyed much more, even though I had a few issues with that, but that game was definitely much better than the Outer Worlds was. Either of them. Not a particularly strong game, really. Unfortunate, because I really wanted to enjoy it. The concept is great, and as with so many of Obsidian's games, strong concept, poor execution. Hashtag New Vegas. Played the games and now we answer my questions.
Feeling generous today. Out with it then. Before I change my mind.
Tell me more about where we are.
This is my empire of rust and steel. I built it from the ashes of this wasteland. And now it stands tall.
Tell me about yourself? Yeah.
I am the Rust King. I test people's resolve to see if they are
Does the blue glow mean they're a ghoul?
kingdom.
I don't know. Mutant humans, haven't seen that before.
Who cares what I am? The weak follow the strong or they die. It's that simple.
Never played any of New Vegas' DLC. I can't really comment on that. But, yeah. Because I did install New Vegas a few weeks back, a month or two back now, and put a load of mods in it and stuff, and I was still bored by the time I made it to Prim. Just didn't want to play on beyond that point. Got uninstalled. Just can't hold my attention beyond that point. Hasn't done in years. Seriously overrated game. Did he construct the new bridge? No, he didn't. I'd like to challenge you next. Yeah, let's see what happens. Got something else?
Make it quick.
More about your army.
Then ask.
How'd you recruit?
Some volunteer. Others are taken. The strong become my soldiers.
What happens to the weak folk? They become
I give
manure.
them a great honor. They kneel and use their bare hands to build my kingdom, or serve as
You should wash together all
entertainment in the
145
arena.
briefcases in
They're
one stream.
good, because they are
I'd have to have a list. Actually, I've got a map of where they all are, actually, but I don't know. I'm not sure I'm that bothered about chasing them all down, to be honest. That's a lot of effort for not enough reward. You can send them rise up against you.
I would like to see them try. Wouldn't you?
Voice is weirdly quiet. These ones aren't quiet. No. What do your soldiers do?
Pest control. They help to keep my land in order by dealing with the vermin. I'm getting bored of your questions.
Ghouls welcome.
Humans, ghouls, you tiny things are all the same. I don't care what you look like. Only what you can offer me.
If you've got your strength, why is Ava in your army? Well, up Xion. Yeah,
Strength comes in different forms. Ava's tricks have dealt with many of our problems.
What'll happen to Xion?
Gene, he could have helped you fight, but he cowers from opportunity. He will be food for the death claws.
Can I leave?
You are. But I will be watching.
You'll be watching me, huh?
Yes. You may be strong, but you have much to learn. There is a scrap heap of a town in the north. Head there, and keep an eye out for a weasel named Runt. He lives up to his name, but he can offer you work and a chance to prove your loyalty to me.
I'll be going. Don't want anything to do with you. Why do you care what I do? I haven't improved myself already. Why do you care what I do?
You have potential. I am here to help you realize it.
You've gone through them all, have you, Alex? Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence. Maybe I will. In fact, doing them all in one session kind of seems appealing. If I get a decent map or something, and just chuck it up over there and sort of go consistently through it all. Or a list or something like that. But we'll see. It also doesn't sound very exciting to me. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with you. Bye.
You'll change your mind. Guards, escort them out.
Bonk. Not going to have many brain cells left by the time I get through this quest line, am I? A number of times I've been whacked on the head. Kind of wish there was more story to the biplanes and stuff at the airport there. Kind of fun things to have in there, but they're just decor, really, aren't they? Here we go, we'll find ourselves out on the ridge, outside of... Yeah, this could have been the chemical plant now that you mention it, couldn't it? It could have been. Why do I dump you up there specifically? As opposed to anywhere else, really. I think you may be right. Looking at stuff like this, the Abraxadone logo there. It seems plausible. Interesting. What's the deal with Vault 4? I got the impression Vault 4 is just there to kind of show you how weird the vaults are and that they're not all the same. It's more there for the benefit of people who are not as familiar with the premise around the vaults and stuff than it is for people who are more familiar with the games and stuff. But they don't know. We've seen other vaults being shown in the trailers, though, so... Interesting to see what they might be doing there. Right. I'm going to run low on ammo before long for this gun. Here's one of the drawbacks to submachine gun with faster fire rate on it. To the Ghoul's family. Well, yeah. Definitely want to know more about that. They're not in Vault 33 as far as we can tell. And they're not in Vault 4 either. So, mind you, Vault 4 we saw from the pre-war sections of Season 1 was more geared towards scientist community. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So, to get into Highway Town... Really, there isn't a great direction to approach from. I mean, just following the road up this way, and then I might go this way around this time. Because last time we went that way. I might go that way this time. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take your right on that. That must be the chemical plant, given that all of the signs of Brexit are pointing in that direction. Brexit Chemical Power Substation. Yeah, that basically concludes any debate on the subject, doesn't it? I do have a bit of a gripe with some of the design of Burning Springs. Not quite to the extent that I did with Skyline Valley, but a lot of the structures and places that would be cool to put your own camp in, oh, there's a Deathclaw down there, are either already used or have so much non-demolishable detritus and debris and rubbish around them that makes them basically impossible to build upon, which kind of sucks, really. So it makes them look more realistic, but because you can't do anything about it yourself, it does limit its utility to the player. Yep, thought there was going to have to be at least another one in here somewhere. Hello? Where are you? Splat. Kind of are easier to see, aren't they? Haven't got the detail, but the contrast helps. Hold the weak, is that supposed to be? On the spikes. There's a whole bunch of stuff in the first season that kind of leans into the suggestion that Vault-Tec were considering starting the war. As to whether or not they actually went ahead and did it, there's no actual answer on that in Season 1. Speak to Season 2, but there isn't in Season 1. Where's that road? Oh, it's the other side of the town, right? Yeah. Personally, I absolutely hate this suggestion that Vault-Tec would have started the war, because it's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Well, it's not the stupidest shit I've ever heard, but it's up there. There's absolutely no reason on earth why Vault-Tec would do that, and every reason why they wouldn't. The whole idea is fucking stupid. So, yeah. I'm not a fan of its inclusion at all. It's one of my biggest gripes, actually, about the series, that they've included that, and it's such a big feature of the series that Vault-Tec were, or at least part of Vault-Tec anyway, were considering this whole, should we drop the bomb ourselves and we'll create a better world that way, but it just doesn't, yeah, it's stupid. Vault-Tec is a business. They have shareholders, they exist to make money and profit. If they drop the bomb, they cannot continue to do that. End of company. They aren't going to do it. There's just no two ways around it. It makes no sense at all. Every single product that Vault-Tec sells loses all of its value, and I do mean all of its value, the minute that, as in ability to exchange for money anyway, the minute that nuclear war happens. So it is not in their interest at all to have nuclear war happen. The threat of nuclear war is very, very good for them. The reality ends their company, though. So the idea that they would be behind it is just fucking stupid.
Shit.
Yep, you were. Actually, I don't think it was Hank that says that. I think it was more Moldaver, wasn't it, who said that? Oh, Vault-Tec deals with competition by destroying it. But either way, yeah, I get what you're on about. Actually going to build it. Oh, you're kidding me. Come on, Bethesda. This would be cool to build on. No. Fuck you. do something interesting with that. Add on to it or something, but... yeah. I don't think we'll get a map expansion into somewhere snowy. But if we were to get Bigfoot, that would be fun. They'd have to have a small localized nuclear winter phenomenon, which is not to say they wouldn't do it, but it would be a bit bloody weird if they did. Is this still the direction the road's going? The road's still going that way, isn't it? Lost it. It's kind of hard to follow in the dark. No, I remember the conversation you're referring to, Daisy. I'm not entirely sure I remember who was involved in it. Well, other than Lucy was on the receiving end of the conversation. And I'm hoping I can get a cool picture out of that, not in the dark. It's a deathclaw matriarch, and you're like, remove the weaklings for us! You spent so much time training that thing, armoring it up, and I just sneak up on it and blow it to bits. Thought so. These cool little roadblocks would be fun to like turn into camps and stuff. And you can't. It's not like there's any advantage to stopping you either. If there was a story point there or something, then maybe, but there isn't, so. Kind of annoying. Expand to more states? I suspect they probably will do eventually. There's room to expand north. And there's supposed to be a particularly irradiated hellscape between Appalachia and the Capital Wasteland, so off to the east could be an extremely deadly, highly irradiated territory. Potentially. Deathclaw, huh? That's not good. I'm going up here where it can't follow me. It's got good sense to hide, apparently. Gotcha. Okay. I seem to remember there being at least one. A Braxidine briefcase around here somewhere. That's new. Yeah, see. Warning to Vincent. Hey Vincent, wanted to give you a heads up about a suspicious character passed through the other day. He was a sleazy bald pig of a man named Keith Cooper. Initially he was charming, when you saw I wasn't falling for his tricks, his mask came off. I know how gullible he can be. I know how gullible you can be, Vin, and this arsehole fancies himself quite the opportunist. Apparently he was in West Virginia the last few years, wasn't able to gain the ground he wanted with some group, and had to fake his death. He must have heard about the way things work over here, and now believes he can climb his way to the top and build a new empire. Don't want you interacting with him and getting roped to some shit again. Honestly, I should have done the world a favour and just shot the guy. Good news, it sounds like West Virginia is resettling, and there's pockets of good people. Scorched Plague's still around, but less of an issue, so I'm heading out. Once I'm established, I'll come back for you and Lucy. Stay out of trouble. Dan. Locked by a code that I don't currently have. Heavy crate worn down by agent elements. Lock still holds. Small label says property of Braxidine. Go to the compliance office in Athens. Yeah, I think the quest is going to send me back this way, isn't it? Did find another one in the pharmacy, didn't I? Wonder why Hank is going to New Vegas. I'm interested to find that out as well. I don't know the answer. Oh, I fell through a hole. Okay. I am curious to find out. One of the things I did find interesting, I mentioned this in my video actually, I looked up on Google Maps how long it would take to walk from the point where Season 1 ends to the the Las Vegas Strip in real life. Turns out, according to Google Maps, it's a 4-day walk, which I assume is not accounting for stopping to sleep. So here's an example. I'd love to build up and repair and restore this. To some degree I probably could, but with all this debris that's coming in, and the uneven flooring, it'd be a pain in the arse. It'd be better off maybe trying to restore the upper level here. Maybe, if I can actually build here, which I probably can't. Yep, see. What was I saying? I forgot. Oh yeah, distance between LA and Vegas. 4-day walk. Probably not including sleep. So if you start including sleep and finding food and other bits and pieces, I reckon you're probably looking at about 10 to 12 days. Call it maybe a 2-week walk. So the big question is, just how quickly after the end of Season 1 does Season 2 start? And is it roughly accurate to how long it would take to actually walk between the two locations? I think it could be pretty close to that. See them doing a DC expedition. I could see them doing something in the direction of DC. I would bet against them doing an expedition. Just because they don't get the traffic and engagement that Bethesda were hoping they might. Expeditions in general. People have used them to grind out legendaries, but in the last however long since they completed out the Atlantic City expeditions, the amount of engagement has been not particularly high, from what I understand. So I would guess they'd do something other than that. Just purely because player base isn't that into expeditions. Sure I'm not going to get shot in the back. Hobby, that's cool. World of Corn, the miracle of corn. Today you learn all about the miraculous plant we call corn and many wonders found within. Did you know that man has treasured corn since ancient times? Corn is more than food, it's used in almost every part of lives. Did you know that some makeup contains corn? Corn helps you look your best. Feeling under the weather, there may be corn in medicine you need. But who makes corn grow strong and tall, and who keeps corn safe from nature's bandits, such as slugs and grasshoppers? Who guards our health and prosperity? Why, America's farmers do, of course, with a little help from your friends at Abraxanine Chemical. Meet Cobby. Follow his lead as he takes you on an unforgettable tour of a magical realm. Marvelous as he patrols the cornfield, ever watchful for bandits that would threaten America's corn. Listen carefully, Cobby is as wise as he is vigilant. He knows all there is to know about corn. You'll hardly believe your ears as a whole world of corn unfolds before you. Join him in the field. Museum rules. Don't touch the exhibits, don't use flash photography, don't touch or push Cobby, don't engage in horseplay. Okay, how about ox play or elephant play or something like that? Don't chew gum, don't climb on the corn. Yeah, I watched season 1 again ahead of premiere, just to make sure I was up to speed on what was going on. It was more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Few goodies in there. World of Corn. Don't post it on TikTok because people will think you're talking about something very different. Apparently censorship over there is freaking weird. Yeah, they do have a certain limited access range, don't they? So you out of the equation before I have to worry about that alpha. Here's the interesting thing. That Radhog Alpha is actually about proportionally accurate to real-world wild boar. Couldn't find the word then. How do you get Elder's Mark? It drops from one of the cultist events that takes place here, Sacramental Glade. I can't remember what it's called now. But it's a reward from that public event. One of several. I have a modified version of it on the go at the moment, but you can change the legendary effects. Ow. No worries. Season 2 episodes a weekly, they are indeed. Part of Prime's master plan to make people keep their subscription for a couple of months longer, I think. You can kind of see their logic behind, but not exactly convenient, especially when Christmas is in the middle of it all. You fucking kidding me? Every place that is remotely interesting in this bloody update to put a camp, and they're like, nah mate, fuck off. Seriously, somebody needs a big fucking steel toe cap to the gonads. Or at least a slap with a big wet fish, anyway. Because that is really fucking irritating. This place, all sealed up, so... Oh, hello. Why is that sealed up? You could very easily have had that be open. So I know with a lot of stuff in Fallout 4 and stuff, it was done for performance reasons. There's the more detailed locations you have, especially in dense areas like downtown Boston, then the more struggle you're going to have with the amount of data that the game has to process. But that is just one little structure out in the middle of nowhere. I feel like that's pretty unnecessary.
How long have we known each other?
That don't matter. Rust King says only the strong survive.
It's the rust. It burns. I just need some water, then I'm good. Please don't.
Pathetic. Damn. Now I'm thirsty.
Hey, reap what you sow, right? Look at places like this. This would be great to rebuild. Apart from that, I probably can't rebuild at all, because I probably can't place my camp down. All of the extra shit that's in here kind of eliminates any possibility of that. It's definitely frustrating, to say the least. I do like the area in general, but it's like shit like that just really gets on my proverbials. A baseball diamond? Here's an American question for you. Those of you who are American. In many media, films, TV, what have you, there are references to Little League Baseball, which I assume is like baseball competitions for kids, right? So, first question is, am I roughly on track with that assessment? Second question is, do they play on smaller scale pitches or not? Is Little League played on a full-size baseball diamond? Also, how far apart are the bases? Because we don't actually have an answer to that. May have guessed. Baseball, not really a thing over here. Four to high school. And it's 60 feet, so it is smaller then, is it? And 90 feet is full size. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean... Well, they're not quite the same, are they? Baseball and rounders, despite their similarities. Pitching mound's also close. Yeah, well, presumably in proportion to everything else being shrunk down, I would assume. Also, you know, kids throwing a ball out, as far as adults is... I mean, not technically impossible, but... significantly more demanding prospect. Makes sense. All of which, of course, is much less weird than the fact that you show college football on TV. That's just weird. Tell ya, nobody gives a fuck about students playing football in the UK. To be fair, some people who are fairly football obsessed do care about their local teams. Tends to be a bunch of blokes who haven't do a 9 to 5 and then go and play footy on the weekends, but certainly ain't much to it though, in terms of the scale. Something's changing around here, you can feel it. Saw another group of raiders heading south today, pretty sure they're the ones who skinned Jack for fun the other week. Lovely. This time they waved as they were going by and didn't fire a shot, just laughed. People keep talking about this guy down that way, this Rust King. They said if you're strong enough you can join him, that you must join him, that he's something more than a man. I don't know, maybe we're wasting our time scraping by, and maybe we headed south too. And more popular than programs. Yeah, it's a funny idea. I mean, it seems a funny idea to me. It seems perfectly normal if you grew up with that concept, but like anything else. It's not cricket though, is it? Mind you, most of the time cricket these days isn't even cricket, so, you know. C'est la vie. Do you like this spot? There was a bit more to it. Again, places they need to add more story to. But if they're adding more story in subsequent updates, maybe they will.
Protect and serve. Protect and serve. Protect and serve.
Right.
Protect and serve.
I need to reduce my carry weight a little bit somewhere. Okay for now, though. You have an American football team in Penzance. Interesting. I think the university where I am has one. A team, that being. I don't know much about it, though. I don't think the town does. The town I'm in has a couple of football clubs, so more than enough to keep them busy. And they're not trying to kick each other's teeth in, anyway. Right. Sun's over that way, so let's see if I can get a decent picture of this place from the other side. I'm the other way around entirely, Steve. T20's not fucking cricket. If you haven't got the patience to watch a 5-day test match, no. Go watch football, that's for cretins. Miss the good old days when I could actually sit down and watch a 5-day test match. A long time since I had that option. Trying to expand it into Europe. I'm not surprised, really. Untapped market for them and all that. Competition from... Hang on. Ahem. Competition from football is going to be a bit bloody stiff, though. I would think. It's so huge over here that trying to compete with that will be uphill task, I would think. Never say never. Well, if you need sugar bombs, here's a good place you can come. Tunnel just up from Hocking Hills Station. Hot and thirsty again today. Even saw someone I knew, and she said, "Hey Corey, let me in. I'm starving. I'm thirsty. I'm dying." Tank was barking. It's just Tank and me now. Nothing. Nobody's getting here unless I say so, and I never say so. When I saw her today, she said, "Please give us some water. We're dying. I know you. You've met my kids." I fired a shot and she left. She doesn't know me. Hot and thirsty again today. Says go down to see the next page, but it doesn't appear to be a next page, so... Let's see if there's anywhere up here that looks like it might be a good spot to build. Rad hogs. Kind of making the whole area seem less appealing. Get towards the bridge. So we are very much on level with Highway Town now. This highway town, complete with barrage balloons for some weird reason. This will seem not far from here. Do they find anybody to play? Other than their B team? They have such a thing. I assume they do. Oh, it's getting a little greener over this way. Once you start to push out of the area, the immediate area that's been decimated by chemical plant, and you get more into what, as I understand it, Ohio actually looks like. It does kind of leave the door open to them expanding further west, really, doesn't it? Although, it will potentially be a challenge, but they could do it. Frames are crap in this little corner. Or unstable, anyway. There'll be some good spots to build over here, maybe. Got down here. Yeah, the cave and stuff. Yeah, you could maybe build out here or something. There's a nice bit of flat ground here. This flattish area here. You could build a house there. Like that. Have we here? Red scorpion. Get out of it, you ugly git. Randy, thank you for the sub. Welcome on in. Right. You little bugger. Ugh. Not my favourite foe. Ooh, black cowboy hat, nice. Take 2 weeks off to watch a test match. Actually, 5 days in a row. Set them up, free and clear. Make sure you got beers in and snacks and stuff. Put your feet up. You're good. Tell people you're going on holiday for a weekend away or something. So they don't bother you. Or turn your phone off for 5 days. Of course, you'll probably get a welfare check from the police these days if you turn your phone off for 5 days. It isn't really the sort of thing one should joke about, but at the same time, kind of on point. Both in terms of humour and in terms of tiny little bit of potentially political commentary. Yeah. Some areas they're planning on updating and expanding to in subsequent updates, but I don't know. I feel like they've gone a bit too heavy-handed with it in some areas.
Begging is weakness. You know the rules.
Please. How long have we known each other?
Same encounter we had before, wasn't it? So, unless they've changed something... Oh, he's legged it. Okay. Good, they haven't. I'm still thinking of turning this into a camp under the bridge here. And now I've got the Red Hot Chili Peppers in my head. I mean, it's a good song. It could be worse. Also a nice bit of dusty flat ground over there that you could build on. Get some New Vegas music in the background there. Something that evokes New Vegas. Is this ridgeline free and clear to build on as well? Yeah, I wouldn't mind building something on here either. Not far from Highway Town. So there's a road up to the Highway Town gate there. I also would like to follow it back the other way here. Get out of it, you ugly git. Nice, because I'm kind of curious as to where all this goes. $11 already. It's the church and whatever's up here. I do believe it's the location. Honeywell Apiary. Like whatever an apiary is somewhere where they raise bees, I guess. Yes. Interesting. Learn something new every day. Candles for sale, big $5, small $3, wax $1, donations here. There was a gun in there for a minute. It's not really doing it for a picture, that is it? Yeah, I feel like this probably is a reasonably solid through line all the way down there. I kind of want to explore a little bit. Checkpoint Canyon going off, giant footprints and rumours of a new monster. Yeah, there's also a clue in the letter, isn't there? So north of Checkpoint Canyon. That is Checkpoint Canyon's where here, isn't it? There you go. Yeah, up here. Okay, cool. Go and have a look at that in a bit.
Eyes open. I heard. It'll take more than that. We.
Objection. Right. Comes up from the bridge there. Well, if you're running a new character through, or Oh, that's grim. Haven't yet started burning springs. Here is your best way to make it to Highway Town. Head to Albany when you come out of the Rust Kingdom, fire up the road to Albany, and go under the bridge, and just keep going north along the valley, and it'll come out at Highway Town. You have to shoot a bunch of folks, but useful to know about, I think. There's a farm up there I don't recall seeing. Do something with the new prefab. I can't recall what the prefab looks like, so probably, maybe. I suppose we can build here either. That's the sort of location I wouldn't be able to build on. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Slightly damaged, yeah, slightly ruined by the fact you can't get into the house and stuff here. Or the barn, which again, I suspect will open up in a subsequent update, but... I do feel like not having... Like this farm is a currently unused... opportunity, anyway. Not missed opportunity, but currently unused. The Raider truck. Huge and the base is a pain in the ass. Oh, I think I remember that. Hang on. Next one, I guess. This one, the Raiderized truck. Huge, is it? Well, I probably will do something with it at some point. It is that ground that I am unsure about. The foundation on the bottom of it looks like it might be a bit crap. Yeah, might do something with it. It would have to be the centerpiece of a build. Otherwise, it would be way too large, but yeah, maybe. Built themselves a little reservoir, have they? That's cool. That's good thinking. You need water from somewhere, don't you? Why wouldn't you? Well, only because dams are not that easy to build, but... Highway Town. Hope they do more with this lower area as well.
Nobody wants to till the dirt.
He doesn't seem very chatty.
Watch
Yes.
out for the Rust King's
Clean it up a little
followers.
bit. And you got a cool prefab. So much potential that's just...
Memory
no.
ain't what it was. Should probably stop.
Somebody managed to make it look really Mad Maxy. Oh, that's quite cool. People have been doing that sort of stuff since Fallout 4, though. Not sure it's a crossover I'd really want to go for. Bit too raidery for me. Oh, excuse me. I already have both of these.
You got nothing better to do than pester me?
Keep getting customers with that cough. Sounds horrible.
Right.
Looking for supplies? Come to the right place.
What have you got? Nothing
take on some
cool.
bounties? But I got some items that might be of use.
Not so sure you have. You got Feckle, bud.
I need to spruce up the place some more. Might help draw in some more customers.
Keep selling out of Radaway and Stimpaks. You smell that? There's more for me, huh? But how do I get people to buy the good stuff instead? Freedom. If you want to survive Burning Springs, you're gonna need a steady supply of chems. That's where I come in.
Ohio used to be such a green place.
Getting too much rust on my lungs.
Don't mind about that.
Awful stuff.
I really.
Sometimes you just gotta try things out. My best recipes come from throwing random ingredients in the pot.
I thought I had
Yeah. Flint, what have you got? Anything good? Not really.
Maybe we'll be safe in town one day. Maybe when rat hogs fly.
Somebody's been doing. Oh, this is giving off Big Mama Murphy vibes.
Take it one day at a time. No big plans, no complacency.
It's a dictator, though. Dear reader, do you often rummage through others' belongings while they're away? I, the great Mr. Margaret, have foreseen your arrival for some time now, hence this note. Should the current time bring us together, there is much we are destined to share. You may doubt my mystical abilities, but time will always prove me right, as it always does. Yes, try not to break anything on your way out.
I'm only half mad at best. Like that bunch of lunatics.
Heard it's green over the river. That true?
Wonder why.
Life may be rough around here
Checked
during
out
the day.
the last resort
But when it
lately.
turns night,
New bounties there all the time.
that gets me every time.
It's a clinic. I'm trying to remember where they.
Do not take more than 4 doses in 24 hours?
Damn rust storms.
I just took 8.
You should give May a visit.
I feel just fine.
Low on cash.
Rough on the lungs.
Time to take on a bounty.
Might head over to the last resort. Could be some open bounties.
Monsters. Okay, right. So where's the best way up here? Alright, okay. Cool. She's up here. Get my bearings a little bit. She's now orientated correctly, and everything is in the right place. Interesting. I thought the stuff was. No, it was all over the fucking place on the BTS, to be fair.
Any new sightings to report?
What kind of stuff they'd like?
Windy, what have you got? Axel Snowguy, Deathclaw Head backpack, skin outfit, upper plushie, Gobbleston hood and outfit, sandbark. All of this is actually some stuff that's. Some of it's actually kind of worth buying for bullion. Just given that I didn't have anything to spend it on before, it doesn't change. I'll give a shell throne. Okay, I'll start with that.
Explore the wilderness, seek out the impossible.
Okay, fucking start there.
Need to
Oh,
reach
what's
out
up?
to May. Haven't heard from her in a while.
Most of it.
This place makes
wildlife? Or here to learn how to fight it?
All these bounty
That's a whole bunch of cool stuff.
If only they could unite, we could stick it to the Rust King. These are tough times. I hope we can hold out here.
Let's see. Where's on a bench, on a bench, on a bench. Where is it? There it is. Let's have a look at some of these outfits. Sure, I'm really into that.
So what if I raise prices? What are they gonna do? Go somewhere else?
There was a gulper one, wasn't there? Looks fairly horrific. We'll see how that goes.
Damn thieves have been around again. Do people not understand how important I am to this town?
Just read the light outfit. Don't think I'll be wearing that, but
I might need to raise prices.
We don't start fights here. We finish them.
let's check everything out.
We need a fix. Need a fix. This heat is relentless.
Head where? Was there a Deathclaw one? There was a Deathclaw backpack, wasn't there? I haven't done an outfit around the Fez in a while.
You want to buy anything? Fine, ignore me.
Go ask, Gulper skin hood. Yeah, that's hideous, but let's make it anyway. What else have we got?
The last resort's been getting real busy recently. Must be something special going on.
Yeah.
No good bounty hunters loitering around not buying anything.
Scarecrow outfit's quite fun.
Rough on the lungs. This place is a hellhole.
So I think that's everything I've got ready to have a look at right now.
Head over to the last resort. Could be some open bounties.
Right, let's go scan outfit.
I'm shooting
May always manages to stock enough food for us all.
No. Not really. I kind of knew this was going to be the case, but the textures just aren't that great on it.
So what if I raise prices? What are they gonna do?
It's weird, man.
hard to imagine.
The outfit's not quite so weird, but the hood is just odd. Australia light outfit is also a bit grim.
Raiders have been stealing again.
So I'll stick with my Wasteland Commissar look. Boolean, not stamps, yeah, exactly.
Might as well just be called ambush.
Athens is a mess now. Might as well just be called ambush.
Streets.
Easy to get swarmed in those Roman streets.
No good bounty hunters loitering around not buying anything.
We don't start fights here. We finish them.
Change lock, right. Change the code of storage container, left to click for you on the chalkboard in case I'm not here. Make sure you erase this once you're done. Open the door.
It sucks.
1, 8,
But it's home.
6, 7. 1867.
Athens is a mess now. Might as well just be called ambush. Easy to get swarmed in those streets.
Raiders are trying to take Death Claws. Fools are gonna get themselves killed.
That was simple enough, wasn't it?
This place is a hellhole.
Whoa! Sorry. Gave you right there.
I recognise that voice from it. Right. Ask about run at the bar.
You can kiss my ass.
Well, that's something we'll do next time. So it's getting a bit late now.
Wish they would leave us the hell alone.
Wish I knew where Matt gets all his stock from.
The last result.
It'd be crazy running caravans through this wasteland.
People
Chirp,
always fail
chirp,
you.
chirp.
My guns won't.
How many Brexidine thingies have I got at the moment? I don't know, I can't see him. They not show up in here
Come
anywhere?
down to the bar sometime. No. The Rust King has eyes everywhere.
Are they in collections, maybe?
Been a good while since someone tried something stupid here.
Nope, got no idea where the Brexidine thing is actually trackable.
I assume so.
I assume it's trackable somewhere, but I don't know where. There's lots of little details in Highway Town. It's cool.
Might be rough around the edges here, but all are welcome. Just don't go causing trouble.
Maybe it'll be safe to leave town one day. Maybe when Rad
Oh, this place is a dump. But at least it's ours.
The dump, but it's our dump.
See Clark.
Damn lungs. It sucks here, but it's home.
Damn this place.
Gotta sneak into the last resort again.
Get out.
I made a killing off all those bounty hunters in there last time.
So much. Rat scorpion venom can dissolve sheet metal? Terrifying.
Yeah, I may need to speak to the quest giver first. I'm guessing I do.
Imagine that lake used to be a whole river.
I really hate those damn raiders. Wish they would leave us the hell alone.
The underbelly. Anyway, rather than wandering around in circles and exploring for days on ends, which we've got plenty of time to do, that is also very cool. Let's put a pin in it around and about there, I think, for, well, actually before we do, see if I can grab anything from the seasons pages while I'm here. Don't mind that. Really in a rush for any of the other stuff. It's coming on okay. Cool. So, it's like a good place to pause it for one evening. Contracts with the Pip-Boy, you need to look at challenge. Ah, that makes sense. Well, I mean, it doesn't make any sense at all, actually, but it's consistent in its nonsense. Ugh, that was a good stretch. It's not the first time they've done things that way. Yeah, fun. I like Burning Springs. Glad we've got a bunch of the dailies and weeklies done as well. I'll knock a few more out in probably tomorrow. Not really over excited about doing it right now. So, yeah, a couple of videos in the last couple of weeks have been a bit quiet, but if you haven't seen them, did a vlog on the premiere, if you want to check that out, and did a video yesterday on sort of what's been going on lately in Fallout and general gaming. With Fallout 4, we do another patch. Next week is basically the last chance to get it this month, because by the end of next week, all of Bethesda staff will be on holiday. Well, it's holiday, right? Well, they'll be off work for Christmas anyway. They close down for Christmas, so yeah. If it doesn't arrive next week, then it's looking like January. So hopefully I will be making a video on that in the next couple of days when they say, oh look, it's about to arrive. So keep an eye out for that one if you haven't already. Yeah, like, subs, notification bell, all that good stuff. Hopefully we'll have that one in the early part of next week, and then I'll probably do a Burning Springs build later on in the week. That's my plan for this week, video-wise. Plus, we'll see what else emerges from the ether. Probably not a great deal. I do need to check the community calendar, see what's happening in Fallout this week, because there's a load of stuff going on. There we go. December, Burning Springs. Treasure Hunter was last weekend. No, weekend before, actually. Last weekend was, and up until this weekend, rather, is Mutated Public Events, because it's Sunday, isn't it? Caps Aplenty through, and double mutations through the week till tomorrow. Okay, not very exciting. Okay, so Holiday Scorch starts on the 16th. So that's Tuesday, isn't it? Yes, Holiday Scorch start on Tuesday. So there'll probably be a small video talking about that as well. And then Double Score and Double XP 18th to the 22nd, so weekend after. That's weird. Next weekend, yeah. Double Score and Double XP next weekend is nice though, so maybe it'd be worth diving in and doing a bunch of stuff for that. Nothing around New Year's though, which is odd, unless there's something else on the Discord, which I haven't seen. I don't think there is, but anyway. Yeah, so that's cool. Should be a few bits and pieces to go over next week anyway, so keep an eye out for all that good stuff. Otherwise, the streaming plan is Last Caretaker Monday, Tuesday, Fallout 76 on Wednesday, and then Fallout 4 on Thursday, Friday. So that should keep us ticking over, I think, for this week. I don't know how much further we've got to go in The Last Caretaker. It's been a minute since I dived into that game. We were pretty darn close to launching our first rocket, which is probably where I'm going to put a pin in that one. It's a fun survival game, but story-wise, not. I mean, this is true of a lot of survival games, that the story doesn't really blow me away. It's a cool idea and a fun concept, and I've enjoyed checking it out. So we'll have a look at that on Monday and then see how we go from there. And I think I know what we're doing next. In fact, I'm pretty damn sure I know what we're going to do after that. And that should get a certain amount of hype going for it when it comes up. So keep an eye on the socials if you haven't already. Links down below. Because, yeah, you're going to be buzzing when you see what I'm going to do next for our next additional non-Bethesda related stream. As there are other games coming up in the early part of next year, but I don't see myself jumping into them massively quickly, so yeah, there's a pretty good chance that we'll be kind of open-ended. There are some stuff coming out, but a lot of it's kind of not got dates, and the things that have got dates are like Solasta at the front end of next year. That's just like the beginning of the game and really basic early access, which is fine, but I kind of want the whole thing. So I don't know if I'll prioritise that. And there's some other bits and pieces which are lower priority, but yeah. So I think we've got an opening for something that should be cool. Anyway, that'll either be next week or I might even start it over Christmas. We'll see. Otherwise, yeah, like I say, 76 continuing, Fallout 4 should be good. We're doing a very dangerous, deadly Fallout 4 playthrough with a lot of, well, a fair number of mods on it. So, yeah. Do check that out if you haven't already. Yeah. Otherwise, business as. So, thank you all for hanging out. Appreciate you dropping in on a Sunday night. It's been good fun. Back to the usual tomorrow. Should be cool. Something close to it. So, yeah, like, subs, notification bell, social media links. If you're interested, channel memberships down below the video as well. I do very much appreciate. And, yeah, back to the schedule. Should be cool. Glad to be back. Cheers, Steve. Yeah, not 100% yet, still a little bit. Yeah. But, definitely on the mend and nearly there. So, that's cool. Just the last little bit of annoyance to get rid of. My throat's still a little bit blare and a bit phlegmy, evidently. But hopefully the next few days will be over that. So that should be cool. Anyway, for now, thank you all for hanging out. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Have a good day tomorrow. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. And yeah, last caretaker tomorrow around about 8 should be good fun. So until then, I will catch you next time. Have a good night, folks. See ya.
Yeah.